Hey, what's going on, guys? Hex coming back into the brand new video. So, Angels of Death, episode 2. Man, this episode is basically based, and or primarily based on really just kind of focusing on the characters. That's really what it was. It's very slowly progressing through this next floor. As I am impressed that it actually did, manage to handle progressing through the floor while giving details of the characters and while adding even more questions. And once again, I don't care if you're writing a paper. I don't care what it is. Ask any kind of English teacher, and they say the first and best thing you can possibly do when, getting someone's attention or an audience's attention is asking a question. And that's what this show is making us do. So amazing. And it's still making us do that. So this episode, we really get some weird kind of details about, I guess, Rachael per se. I mean, Rachel's a character to where we even hear her say, hey, I'm already dead, or I'm already in my grave, she says. Basically, she doesn't say I'm dead, even though she, we know that she's asking or begging to be killed or whatever by Zach, or should I say Isaac Foster, but we'll get into that in a second. But she says, she kind of like hints at things and says really subtle things with not any detail, just blatant and just straightforward things like I am in my grave. What does that mean? Well, I'm not really sure. And I said it, and I wrote it in my notes, that she's probably an angel. I was like, she is probably an angel, because then later on in the episode, she mentioned something about God. He's like, why don't you just kill yourself? And I'm just kind of, yeah, why doesn't she do that? If she wants to die so bad, why does she not done that? Well, she's like, God says that's bad. So I look at the title, and it says Angels of Death. I look how she's acting, saying technically she is already in her grave, therefore technically she's an angel. She could be an angel, right? She could have went to heaven. And then she mentions a thing about God, saying God says it's bad, so no. So it makes me wonder, okay, does she know God? I'm putting all these things together. I'm seeing the three things and or hints they gave us this episode, and it makes me wonder, is Rachael just an angel? I mean, I'll leave that question to you guys. The title, how she won't commit suicide, and then how she mentions God says it's bad. This kind of adds up how that she could very well be an angel. So, who are the other angels? That's the true question. I originally thought it could have been the people on each individual floor, because they, people were labeled sacrifices like her, but they weren't. So it's like maybe, and each angel is supposed to deliver death. It says Angels of Death. That's the title. So it's like maybe each person on the floor is technically an angel, quote unquote, and they're Angels of Death. So, but now I'm starting to think maybe that's not necessarily the case. Maybe Rachel's the angel with some other people that we are unaware of yet. So that's a question I'll leave to you guys down in the comments below. But just before we do hop into everything else, I do want to add this in here really quick after looking at my notes really quick. The one dude that's been laughing on this floor the whole time, he did say, I know what you are. And she even mentioned that. He said he knows what I am. So, once again, angel possibly, maybe. So, hopping on with Zach. Zach is a character that we're starting to get really subtle details about. In this episode, we find out that he's actually from a foster home. We find out his name is actually Isaac Foster. And the foster home, or orphanage, I should say, not foster home, but the orphanage in which he came from, it was an illegal orphanage. So that could very well explain why he is who he is. These people could have groomed him to be a murderer. These people could have done who knows what. I mean, it was an illegal orphanage, so it's probably pretty messed up. So that could very well just, explain who Zach is, and or Isaac, whatever you want to call him. I like calling him Zach. I think Zach fits his look and everything very well. I like that a lot. So looking at, Zach, it's just kind of like, okay, I can see you may have a pretty messed up past, and that's why you are the murderer you are. So that's something that I am glad they added onto. And it's weird how they have every person that's died in or labeled in this book, saying, hey, he died on this floor, she died on that floor, from this and or from that. That's something that I am it's creepy. It essentially is creepy. And now they have these people like, Rachael and Zach there, and it makes you wonder, like, what's the prerequisites? You know what I mean? Is there like prerequisites for people to be, I guess, taken to this building and going through these trials? Like, what is this all about? That's the question at the end of the day. I'm not really sure. That's the question, once again, I'm going to leave for you guys. But it makes you wonder, like, is there a prerequisite? Why are these people selected too, outside of Rachael and Zach? Given Zach was really not selected. He's supposed to be one of the floor people, so I don't know. He said that to people, he's like, they said I could kill people here, so I came with them. He didn't know it was nothing more than that. Hell, after they brought him here, he can't even maneuver through the floors freely. It makes you wonder if the person on this floor can, because one, he has graves for people. Two, there's people that were killed on different floors. There's people killed on floors higher than him. First off, some of those floors, I think it said B5 and B6. That and this floor is B4, level B4. So it makes you wonder what the hell's going on with that, because there's people that have been killed on higher floors than him. Well, how did he just let him go? Like, what's the deal with that? How did people get past him? It makes you wonder. I don't know. It's something that's I don't know. How does he have this information if he's not on floors that are quite that high? Does he, is it the higher up you go, the more people know? Is it from like B4 and up? They just know the inside and outside the organization. Do they have, free movement between the floors? Who knows? I don't know that. I don't have that answer. But it's really starting to make you wonder, because Isaac didn't have that. And, I mean, the doctor did, apparently, because he used his key to get the elevator moving again. But I don't know. So, yeah, Isaac didn't have it. He was the only one that did not have a key, apparently. At least that's what it seems like, because he didn't know how to open the elevator door. If he knew, he would be like, oh, yeah, the key. Yeah, we could use his. But I don't know. So, other than that, though, I'm pretty sure I covered everything for this video. Yeah, what do you guys think? I mean, we have a new person in this anime now, Rachael. Rachael's a totally 100% new kind of person. She doesn't even know how to smile, so it makes you wonder if she's just like some other kind of being. I don't know. Other than that, guys, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow me to Twitter, X25. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys.